Well, this is Tim, Estrada MotorSports. This is a quick look at the doghouse, the front clip, the piece that goes right there in front of that thing, the cab. This is there's about 9 pieces of sheet metal here. I start obviously from the outside. You got the nose. The nose piece has a seam right here. That might seem kind of obvious, but for some guys, that's been welded. That's been filled in with Bondo, and it doesn't show up. And they don't see it. They are definitely 3 different pieces. The fender, the nose goes all the way around down there, and then this fender here. Okay, and then we've got 2 pieces right underneath here. We'll start by showing where they're held down at. They're held down by these Phillips screwdrivers, or Phillips screws, big ones. And that's the piece right there. It's got a part of the oval hole. And the second piece we talk about is one that's connected to that piece. It's kind of, it starts here, bolted here, and it lips up right there. You follow that lip down to here. It's bolted there, it's bolted there, comes around, goes underneath. So that's part 2, part number 2. 1, 2, and then 3, 4 would be these inner splash shields. Most people know what they are. That one right there, because you can see them on the sides of your engine. And they're bolted up along that edge, inner edge there. They lay on top of the fender. So the fender sheet metal is right here. You can see that. And this is the splash shield. And it connects to the extensions right here that take it and tie it to the frame. This edge right here doesn't connect to the frame. You just lay right on the frame. There's those edges right there. And here's the U-bracket, and it's 2 huge big bolts. This thing, that U-bracket has to tie to the frame rock solid, like it's part of the frame, because everything hangs off of it. And this is this is just the fender part here, where it connects here to the door jamb. That connects to the door jamb. You have to swing the door out to try and sneak a screwdriver in there to get that. And then that Phillips head right there connects to another type of splash shield that's connected to the engine perch. And then this is the X bracket in here. It sandwiches the fender between the nose and itself. So you should see it right there, and a bolt going through it, going through the fender, then going through the nose, and then it connects up onto this bracket. It's kind of a bracket sheet metal thing. It's pretty embossed so that it's rigid, and it's this whole thing here, and it goes from here all the way to the top. That's a hose that's in the way right there. It goes all the way to the top, and this cross bracket, this X bracket here, connects to it. Short leg on the bottom, long leg on the top, and then the triangular section up against the fender. And that pretty much is the majority of it. On this side, the last piece, which I guess you could call number 10, is the radiator baffle, and it connects right here. It ends right here. Might be hard to tell. It ends here, goes along the top here, and the connections that, it pulls the it helps hold the hood. It connects to the firewall with those long guys right there that come off of here, and then they come down, and that connects right to the radiator baffle here. And these bolt holes here are for the centerpiece of the hood. They'll actually bolt on there. And this if you can tell, the radiator, how it's situated is, in this case, it's kind of forward of it. I don't know, I don't feel like that's entirely correct. I think it's slipped forward, but maybe no, it's not. Right there, if you look, you can see that triangle. This is actually a bracket on the radiator that pushes it out this far. This can be an issue for some people because sometimes there's a shelf right about here on these brackets. I don't always find them. Sometimes they're missing, and if the radiator is aftermarket, that baffle sometimes can be a problem. And so it's I'm gonna cut here. I'm gonna go look at some other front ends here. We'll just see what else is here and what they look like, because that's kind of important. Most people put in, can't get original radiator to work, or they need to get an aftermarket one for any number of reasons. All right, let's go see what I can find. Okay, this is my barbecue truck. It's a 1948. No engine in it, but even though I popped the hood and there's barbecue, it shows the that sheet metal on the inside of the radiator baffle really well. Kind of comes up and has some mounting holes in there, but that can get in the way of some guys putting in their radiators. So on to the next truck. Alright, so this is my my panel truck. There's Lily. Inside here, we got that baffle again, but it's missing. The center section of it is out, and from where I'm at, you can tell that it used to be there. I don't know why it's gone, but it is. So 48 had the 48, 49 had those flat hooks. 50 has the round stock hooks. And let's see. This one didn't have much to offer, so I'm going to skip this one. This is a 50. This red one. Green one's a 50 as well. It's missing all of its stuff, but you can see some more of the sheet metal down there in front. There's that embossed bracket I was telling you about right there, sitting in front. It's what makes that kind of grill opening. And this one still has its middle section right there. And at this point, now I need to hunt around and see if I can find a radiator. Alright, so here's a this is a repaired radiator. It's not doesn't have the honeycomb type in it, but you can see the bracket. You can see how it's kind of angles the radiator forward. Starts out wide on top there and narrow to the bottom, and it hovers this over the fan, and then there's your hookups, your water hookups there. Put your cap off to the side there, and that's where it's making contact with the U-bracket. Okay, so we're back to the first front end, back where we started, and you can see that the flanges that are welded to this radiator, brackets that are welded to the radiator, they bolt up on the inside edge on the outside of the U-bracket. There's three bolts that hold it in place, and it's hard to tell from it hanging like this, being in this position, but it seems to actually put the radiator straight up and down in the way that it's arranged. I can't verify that from the angle I'm looking at it, but this is the honeycomb radiator. Finding one that's actually working in great shape. It's I have no idea what the chances are, but there's a few radiators made by companies out there that do fit these dimensions. I don't imagine they create the hangover that these have. There's quite a bit of overhang from the cap and the actual radiator itself. Anyway, that's all I got for you here. I hope that helps. Alright, talk to you guys later. Bye.